stops you from being able to do normal things. So basically, what helps me with like anxiety and my struggle and my battle with it, it's a lot better than it used to be, especially in college and high school. But uh, I realize that like everyone gets nervous sometimes, and you might not be the most anxious person in a social situation there. And it's definitely not as visible as you think. And even if someone notices that you're kind of shaking or you're looking down or you're not able to speak or you're stuttering or anything like that, it's not that big of a deal because that's a normal reaction to have, especially when you want to make a good impression. And if someone makes fun of you for that, they are an asshole and they don't deserve your time or effort or appreciation or money or anything like that in the first place. Another point that really helps me also is when you're in a situation talking to someone, especially with social anxiety, make sure that you really listen to what they're saying and what they're trying to get across to you. Listen to them, comprehend what they're saying, and don't focus on your negative or personal thoughts of, oh gosh, what if my makeup is messed up, or what if they think I look grungy or something like that. Like, just don't focus on that. Really care about their words and their communication, and don't worry about what you're going to answer afterwards. Just do your best to pay attention to that person and that moment. And also remember that being perfect is completely overrated. Being incredibly genuine and attentive is much more attractive and admirable in any person whatsoever. And sometimes even admitting out loud, like, hey guys, gang, I'm a little nervous right now. It's the first time that I've been out in a while, or like, you all are new people to me. Can we introduce ourselves to each other? Or, oh, how do you know my friend who invited me to this party? Or how do you know so and so, because this is, their surprise party, or whatever it is? Or why did you decide to take this class? Kind of get like some organic conversation like that going. And sometimes people take the bait, and other times they're assholes and they just ignore you. Okay, whatever. That happens. You need to realize that kind of tension or those kind of mistakes are normal. Everyone kind of messes up in social situations. Don't focus mode on like flubs or anything like that, or failures, because it's a part of the growing process. You've learned, well, maybe I'm not really good at starting the small talk, but I'm good at keeping it going. Or maybe you're the exact opposite or something. Maybe you're good at coming up with like really crazy cool hypothetical situations or so. Anyway, what else can I say about social anxiety? Um, I know that sometimes physiologically, so physically, you feel that you're like you're tightening your chest, and like you feel claustrophobic even if you're in a really big room or something. Occasionally, sometimes leaving, going outside, getting some fresh air is good, but you don't want to do that constantly. You want to be able to face your fear. And so if you sit comfortably, try to find somewhere to sit, not too far away from everyone, and just like breathe in and breathe out slowly. Breathe in with your nose and breathe out with your mouth. Inhale and exhale. And once you continue to do that, sometimes that helps calms you down. And that worked for me. But what else? You also need to realize that social anxiety is conquered with like small victories in every single battle. It's not like this huge war that you need to win right at the get-go. That's not how anything works. So one thing you could do is try to promise yourself, okay, this, I'm going to not say no anymore to when my friends invite me out. Unless like, work gets in the way, or you've already promised someone that you'll go somewhere else or something, obviously. And every time, once you get past that, like, okay, I went out all the time, make a small goal of like, I'm going to introduce myself to someone new. And you can use some of like the starting points that I talked about earlier in order to make that easier. And then eventually you could start working your way up to doing outings by yourself. Or maybe doing outing by yourself is easier than doing like crazy big groups of things. So like, you can volunteer for a cause that you care about a lot, like your local animal shelter or a homeless shelter or something, or Habitat for Humanity. Those are all really great charities to give your time to. Also, you can start streaming and do things for Extra Life, for instance. That helps with anxiety as well too. That's one of the reasons why I kind of got into streaming, actually, is to raise funds for Extra Life and kind of get over my inability to speak in large crowds or so. And then maybe you could take like a night course at a local college or something. All of these interactions, going to parties, doing your own thing, build up your social ability and your self confidence while diminishing anxiety. And I've done these for many years now. And sometimes I still have panic attacks, and sometimes I have horrible anxiety, and sometimes I don't go to things. But I'm much better, and I didn't need any medication. I didn't need any formal therapy. I just kind of was able to get through it myself through a lot of discipline and a lot of motivation to be better. And sure, maybe official professional therapy would make me get over it faster, or maybe medicines would help more often. But it's doable yourself. So I hope that helps some of you who have some social anxiety questions and issues and stuff. um Hello, Celtic Wolf.